Hey guys, Eddie from E11 World here, and today I'm going to be unboxing and putting to the test this thing, coming up next. This is Canon's first 4K mirrorless camera. Now, I was very excited when I first heard about this announcement, and to be honest, I don't know if it's going to live up to the hype. So let me just read you some of the specs here. 24.1 megapixel dual pixel autofocus. It's an APS-C crop factor, so it's going to be 1.6 cropped in. And the best thing about this is the vary angle, which is top notch. I think every camera should just do that. I don't know why they don't. It's just stupid. Anyway, Wi-Fi, NFC, and Bluetooth, which I don't really give a shit about these things. And this is the one that comes with a EFM 15 to 45 lens. So yeah, let's get to it. Manual and some of the stuff. Beefy manual, actually. Whole bunch of languages, but anyway, it's pretty big. It's nice. I still like that they give you an actual book, like a manual, instead of, download a PDF, which is just garbage. I hate reading on screens. That's just my personal preference. I don't know about you guys. Online photo album stuff, whatever. Some giveaways, I guess. Okay, strap. The battery itself, which is quite small. Charger for the battery. Camera itself. The lens. Okay. So, you know what? Maybe I'll put these guys here. I might need the manual later on. Okay, so hopefully the battery's charged up a little bit so we can run some tests right away. 875 milliamp lithium battery. It's the LPE12. I think this, from some of the reviews, they say some of them, like, you can probably shoot under 300 images with it. So not the best thing. So you might need to get some of these extra ones. Anyway, all the links for these things will be in the description below. So this here, all this stuff here. So you got the kit lens, 15 to 45 millimeter. Hopefully it's nice. I mean, it's got image stabilization in there, so we'll see. The strap. A nice compact charger, I guess. It's sort of compact. I like this. Anyway, the big question of the day. There it is. Okay, so very light. In case you're wondering, I'm shooting on a Canon as well, but mine is the 60D. So I also have the swivel screen, which is the same as this here. Mine, I think, I don't know, it's because not so new. Like, this thing seems to have a bit more of a pull, I guess. It doesn't swing as easy. Probably because it's just brand new. So anyway, you got your wrist straps here. I like that it still comes with an actual flash mount and flash itself, which is one of those things that you pull instead of having a mechanical button with a spring release or whatever. Mic input here, which is the same as mine as well. Some people mentioned that having it on this side is kind of annoying because when you're trying to plug stuff in, it's going to get in the way of the screen. Your battery and your SD card are on the bottom, so that's another maybe not such a good thing. And you got your HDMI and USB thing on here, which is a micro HDMI and micro USB ports. You know what? Let me put in the battery and see. Very, very light feel. It kind of feels weird even holding it, to be honest. I'm not sure about this, but I would probably hold it like this. So many people were saying that this is like a vlogger type of camera. And, just based on the specs and some of the stuff that I've seen online, if you're getting this for 4K, don't. It's already a losing investment. I'm going to be hopefully doing some tests with this over time, But basically, there's a lot of things that you can't do with 4K. Dual pixel doesn't work in 4K. The best thing that I would use the 4K on this is that if I have absolutely no tracking, if I don't want to track the subject, let's say I put it at f9 or something, and I just let it record. For example, I'm recording something outdoor like a waterfall or something. And yeah, that's when it's good. Something like this, maybe where I've set a focus to be exactly where I want, and I'm not doing any slow-mos or stuff like that. Yeah, that could work. The way I would use it is I would shoot kind of like what I'm doing right now, except I would be able to crop in and whatever. So if I'm doing a product like this, doing a product review, then I can zoom it in and whatever, and that's when I would actually be able to use that 4K. Other than that, really, I just step down to 1080 and use it for all its goodness. It's still standard. I don't think it's going to be gone anytime soon. People have been trying to push 4K for so long now. It's people don't really want it. I think it's just the companies are trying to push these things, just like VR and whatever, AR. Anyways, that's another topic for another day. And it's a touchscreen, by the way. I forgot to mention this. The viewfinder has a little sensor here, and sooner you get see, like now you can see the screen. And if I get close, the screen shuts off. Which is actually a nice handy thing, because then when you're looking through the viewfinder, you don't want to have the light disturb you, especially if it's dark or whatever. So that's a nice actual feature here. Okay, so let me get some testing going on to show you guys what this camera can do indoors and outdoors, hopefully, and all that stuff. Okay, so this is 1080p. This is my voice as well. Okay, so this is 1080p on manual now. And yeah, you can see me. So, not sure how good the autofocus is. I haven't turned on the eye tracking autofocus. I don't know if I'm gonna really need it, but anyway. Yeah, this is night. I'm gonna change the ISO now because it's set to auto. $100, $125, $160, $200, $250, $320, $400, $500, $640, $800, $1,000. Let me just move here. $1,250, $1,600, $2,500, $3,200, $4,000, $5,000, $6,400, $8,000, $10,000, $12,800, and that's the max. So I believe the auto was set to max almost, because you can even see that and stuff. Anyways, well, let me see if I can change this back. This is 1,000 and you're still not seeing anything with 3.5 at 60. Okay, so basically I hate this stupid sensor where the viewfinder is, because every time my hand is like near there, if I'm doing this kind of style shooting vlog, or if I'm actually shooting like this and my fingers or my hand gets near there, the screen kind of shuts off and I can't really see what I'm doing, or my framing is done, and yeah, it ruins the shot. So hopefully there's a way to turn that thing off, because it's really annoying. Autofocus is having a terrible time trying to catch up. Yeah, not the best. And again, when I'm trying to tap while holding the camera, I'm tapping with my other finger, and my hand goes over that stupid sensor, the viewfinder sensor, and it turns it off, and then, you know, I've lost my shot. So, not the best implementation of this thing. Alright, so testing out the recording. We are down to 100 ISO and f16 at 1/60th. And I'm not sure if you can hear the audio. This is like talking to the back, and actually let me switch it to the front. So this is the front. What's up, YouTube? And hopefully you guys can see this test. This is kind of zoomed in. Zoom out a little bit. This is the most I can go with, which is not bad. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's very steady. I haven't really changed any of the settings for you know, stabilization, whatever. It's the defaults that I've left there. And you're seeing this on the 15 to 45 mil lens, the kit lens that it comes with. Yeah, so let's just see. Actually, I'm not sure about the face tracking and all that stuff, the focus. So maybe I can get closer and further, see how it's doing. Yeah, it's okay. I'm guessing it seems to be tracking me. Okay, so just to talk about some of this stuff here. So the battery is definitely one thing that's really annoying. Like right now I haven't even taken that many shots and the screen wasn't even on for that long and I'm already down to half the battery. Maybe it wasn't charged all the way, but definitely annoying. Just to see it go down to half and you're already like 15 minutes into whatever you're doing, like an event or something. This is like a mood killer. You're just like constantly, oh shit, my battery's gonna run out. So you're gonna have to have like a whole bunch in your bag. I'm thinking at least 3, just to get you through like an hour or something like that. And if you're, you know, at a wedding and you're shooting with this, I don't know, like if I would be shooting a wedding with this, but let's say you're shooting a friend's wedding, you know, you're helping them out, you're a beginner or somebody like that. Definitely have to have a whole bunch. Like I'm thinking to get through the night, 8 batteries, if not more. And thankfully they're not expensive. They're like probably under 20 bucks. And I'll put links down in the description for all this stuff as well. But it's just one of those annoying things. Like, yes, I know they were trying to cut costs, like, but Canon, seriously, a little bit more. You know, give us double this battery. A little bit bigger wouldn't be that big of a deal too. And, you know, it's not heavy. I think some of the, like, I don't really do vlogs, but I wouldn't mind having a little bit of a heavier camera. This is already, you know, okay for, like, even with this kit lens, it's not like the lightest thing in the world. But, you know, imagine having a wider lens like a 22 mil or something like that. You know, especially with the crop factor, I mean, you might even go wider. And at that point, the lenses are going to be heavier. So just doing this, it's still not going to be like, you know, the most. So let's say I'm doing this and I'm trying to shoot myself here. Hey, what's up, whatever. I don't know. It just, I don't see me like holding it comfortably. Let's see here. So, you know, let me zoom out. And you know what, let me go to video mode here. Okay. Alright, so video. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where if I'm looking at the screen and I'm holding it, it's still not the best thing. Like when I'm shooting my videos right now, even if I look to the side, you can almost hardly see that I'm looking because it's like a little bit further. But this is like so close that if I'm doing this, you can really see that I'm looking to the side. Even if it was a little bit above or under for some of the cameras, it's not, I don't know. I'm not sure what the best option or solution is for this thing. But right now I'm holding it like this. It's not really that light anyway. So I think this is one of those options that isn't really too good even for vloggers. Now, if you were thinking to compete with Sony's cameras, like some of the mirrorless ones, you know, I don't know if this competes with it. I just think Canon is not there yet in terms of low light capabilities, but they're close. Hopefully this is like, you know, one step closer, but yeah, time will tell. I think this camera is okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of this camera. I personally don't think I would buy this. especially with this kit lens. Some people mentioned that the 18 to 150 is a better option. For me personally, I mean, good build. This is a solid looking camera. A little bit on the small side. I don't mind holding bigger cameras. You know, there isn't enough lenses right now. This video is just still 2018, and if you're watching it later, this might change. I know that in the near future, there's rumors that 3 or 4 more cameras from Canon are coming out, and possibly another, you know, few lenses for these mirrorless ones. My verdict on this camera: it's good, nothing more. For the price, I think you're paying maybe $200 for extra things that aren't there or just don't need to be there. For example, 4K. You're not getting the best features of this camera. The dual pixel autofocus system, it's not available in 4K. You get more of a crop, I think, with the 4K as well. And just, you don't have the 120p, for example, or 60p is not really that great from what I've seen some footage online. It's kind of like blurred out a little bit or whatever. Anyways, you can be the judge. I'm going to post a few videos and you guys can tell me. But from what I've seen, it just doesn't deliver. Things like the creative filters in this, I'm not sure how useful they are, to be honest. Like, they're good, maybe, I don't know. I haven't done anything yet on there. But I don't know one person that uses creative filters on a camera. Some people may have used it on phones, right? Like for automatic transfer or whatever. But I think, you know, generally if you're editing on a computer, PC or Mac or whatever, or even your phone. At least there is a screen, there's something that's dedicated to it. And you have much, much better apps on your phone or on the computer that can do these things. So putting more work into adding these things and, you know, going further and refining, it's not worth it. Put that research and development team to something better. I think the camera should just be a camera, right? Your phone can do so many things, but yet it's still, you know, with 2, 3 and more cameras that you're probably going to be adding in the future, phone cameras are still phone cameras. I can't believe how many people still send me photos of like product shots or whatever on their phone thinking that this is good. It's not. Like, they piss me off when they send me these photos, right? Phone cameras are still phone cameras. I've said it in previous videos and I'll still say it now. Maybe in the future they get better. But from what I know, it's still not going to beat this, right? This is probably I would say an entry-level camera. I think, I don't want to say it, but I think it is, just based on some of the stuff I'm seeing here. It's not even a vlogger camera. Like, a vlogger might be looking at 4K nowadays just to be proof, like future-proof. I don't care about 4K. I don't think 80 or 90% of the people care about it, 4K or 2K even, right? 1080, still good, right? Still, you know, rocks. So if I'm buying this, I want to buy it just to have the flexibility of doing crops. You know, if I'm doing like product photos like this or doing a video, I'd like to be able maybe to zoom in to show people. But even then, my end result is still a 1080 video. That could change in the future. I don't know. But again, if I'm doing this, I want to be future ready. This is more like okay for 4K. Other reasons I don't like this, I mean, some people might like the small form factor. I kind of don't, to be honest. The viewfinder is good. You know, you have your hot shoe mount. Some of these things, you know, having no dial, no second dial for this stuff, like you have one that controls your aperture and shutter speed and the rest of the stuff. But I would have liked to see like these 3 buttons moved up to the top and have more room for this dial, or, you know, just to have a little bigger, an outer one even, so that way you have 2 things that control this. Yeah, I don't know, like, there's just something about it that I'm not crazy about. And for the price, I would save up and buy a better camera or more lenses if you're staying with this. You know, maybe that's an option as well. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this. If you did, thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.